One can say I hint it to it.
Oh, yeah, doors into Mankai.
It does.
Yeah, doors. Into Mankai. What to do? And I thought,
okay, concluding your main smart for you, continue with the teaching. Then he explained to us that yes, the human system, as he has said, he said diseases and the ailment that is killing us the more. Said many of them are the ailment and the diseases that lies within our system and not outside the body. Said you may get rashes on your skin, but yet that will not kill you. But if it happens within the system, that is what is killing us. And they said there are a lot of things that if diseases or ailment attack in our system, no matter what, you will die. Said. He then mentioned to us that the doctors that we have today, and they are finding the things they are diagnosing with human health, or said, it is just a small portion of what is killing us in nowadays. He said the diseases they are healing, they can only heal up to 30% of the diseases and the ailment troubling the lives of men. The same thing applies to our herbal doctors. They can also struggle and do whatever. They can only heal up to 30%. Moreover, the one that is killing us is more than what they are doing. That if they are able to even diagnose and are able to curtail about 70%, death rate would have reduced. He said that is the reason we are dying the more. He then explained that there are 5 key things in the human system that if a disease or ailment attacks, there is no way the human will survive. And he mentioned them to be the heart, the lungs, the kidney, the other 2 that he has mentioned in the Akan language. That with all these 5, if diseases and ailment attack them, there is no way you are going to survive. And that is what the ailment also attack, and the doctors could not diagnose the problems that lies there. And that is killing many of us who are dying. Procon Nyamisimo will continue and mention that the human system contains a lot. He mentioned some of them as the blood that is in the human system, the water that is in the human system, the breath that is in the human system, the strength in the human system. He mentioned that all these are part of the human system, and yet the devil or the evil powers, they attack this one. So he said the breath, the strength, and then the blood component of the human system. He said all these that are in the human system, when they reduce it, then humanity will not survive on earth. He said that with the breath issue, when your breath is reducing, that is where they said they should place an oxygen on you. I said with all this, if that is fixed and yet the breath keep going down, so when it gets to 30, then you are almost getting to die. So when it reduces to about 20, then there is no way you will survive it. You should know that you are dying. Again, the strength that also holds humanity, it also gets to reduce. And when this is reducing, it goes down to about 30, and you realize that the human being is lying down sick and cannot even raise his own hand. He can't lift it up. It means the strength have reduced. And yet the doctors who are diagnosing all these things, they are not having a mechanism to get to know that the strength is going down, so there is nothing to refill the strength. Said, all of this is what is killing us. Then when that reduces to 20, there is no way the human will come back again. He said that these are the things that him, as a messenger of God who comes from the heavenly entities called the Elijahs, they are in to do. He explained to us that the blood ailment that is killing humanity, he said they are in 9 different kinds. Blood or diseases that are found in the human blood. There are 9 different ones of them that are killing humanity. But yet the doctors can see, or they are able to diagnose up to the 6th one. So the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th ones are those that are killing us, and they are those that the doctors are not able to diagnose. And therefore, if that attacks any human being, it is killing us. These are killing about 70% of the death rate we have in our nation or in the world. That is the reason he's telling us that it will get to a time when the doctors, he said not only the Ghanaian doctors, but the world doctors, when they come, he will explain to them and tell them what they are to do in terms of machinery they are to use, in terms of equipment they are to use, and they'll get to realize that yes, what he's telling them is helping them to be able to solve the health problem with the humanity on it. So when that time comes, in the book of power that he is revealing to humanity, he will state all these ones, and the doctors, when they go by them, they will realize that yes, truly what he has given to them is really helping in the health system or healing the people when they are sick on earth. Further explained to us and said that, so as he's saying, we who claim to be intelligent, knowledgeable, educated, and then the pastors, we should stop the nagging and the bragging and then all the things we're saying. And that for him, it is not his issue. He is giving us the true knowledge of God. If we decide to argue, if we decide to mumble and we are not coming, we are going to die. For him, he's in to heal us, to save us from the troubles we're going through. But if we refuse, we are going through the problem and not him. Said that when he lay hand on you, it is all these that are refilled. And when he refilled them in your system, you realize that you are back on your feet again. He gave a scenario that a young man traveled outside Ghana, and when he got to the destination of where he is going, he was diagnosed with some blood conditions of where they have sent him back into the nation. And when he came back, he went to a hospital. The doctor said that yes, it is true. There are some infections in his blood, but yet they have reduced. But upon coming to meet with Okonkwo Nyame Sumafoya, and he laid hand on him, when he went back, the doctor then diagnosed him again and said that no, all the things that he has noticed in his blood are all gone. And where has he been? And for that reason, the doctor and the young man are planning to come and meet with him. The doctor would like to know what really he has done, that the young man has this purification in his blood. Okonkwo Nyame Sumafoya said that is what he's doing. He said recently they brought a young girl who was admitted in the hospital, and that they said she is having a kidney failure. They implanted so many things on her. But upon the parents bringing her to him, he told them that no, the thing is not what the doctors are saying. It is not the kidney that is the problem, but rather it is her heart. And upon laying hand on her, in no time she began to breathe rapidly, and then later she became stable. And then she was okay, she moved, she was able to walk, and then move away. Okonkwo Nyame Sumafoya said, that is what he has brought as a messenger of God onto the earth to give to humanity. And so all the argument, the nagging, and then the pompous, the arrogance, he said, when we are doing that, it is we who are causing harm to ourselves. With him, this is no problem to him. He then explained that the blood, as they talk about, it is they, the Elijahs, who have done so. He said that yes, as he said earlier on, he made it to be read in Genesis to us that the scripture mentioned that the Most High God said that let us create man in our own image. He said in this context, whom are those that God is speaking to that is saying let us create man in our own image? Again, he mentioned that let the earth move to one part and then the water on the surface of the earth also move to the other part. He said this is an instruction coming from the Most High God to some group of people. But who are these entities that the Most High God is giving the instruction to? Okonkwo Nyame Sumafoya said, it is this that humanity lacks the knowledge. So he explained in this current submission that yes, it is they, the Elijahs, who are present and they are making all these things with the Most High God. So they are running the errands for the Most High God, and they led in creation of humanity. And so Okonkwo Nyame Sumafoya said, if we look at our head, the skull itself, he said the skull is there, and then the skin that has been laid on the skull is like a pot that they have scooped within of it. And so the hair that grows on our head, Okonkwo Nyame Sumafoya said, it's like a mat that has been placed between the skin and then the skull. And so if the evil power who causes the bald hair, he said when they get into the system, they wipe this hair that has been placed there like a mat, they wipe it, and therefore your hair would not be able to grow again. Okonkwo Nyame Sumafoya, if they are able to wipe it, there is nothing that can bring your hair back. Okonkwo Nyame Sumafoya explaining to us, mentioned that with the blood issue, when he lay hand on you, then he instructs that your blood should be refilled. And that is the reason the members of Asunje Tuntusum, when they listen to him and they abide, we abide to his message that is given to us. There is no way we are going to die when our time we are to spend on earth have not elapsed. Okonkwo Nyame Sumafoya, have not reached your time to die. You will never die if only we listen to him and abide by the principle is given to us. He said when he lay hand on us, we have our blood to be refilled, the strength to be refilled, the breath to be refilled, and then the temperature in the human system refilled. He said, all this refilled. He said, with the temperature, it do not do much to humanity. But if your temperature in your system is okay, he said, you realize that you would always live healthily, but not any small piece of time that you are feeling feverish. Okonkwo Nyame Sumafoya said that it means that your temperature has a problem. And then that is the reason we are always afraid of mosquitoes. That if your temperature is fixed, when mosquitoes have problem with you or they bite you, there is no way you are going to be afraid because your temperature is okay, this feverish will not happen to you. So when he lay hand on us, he commanded that the blood should be refilled, and then the Elijahs, a number of them uncountable who are in the heavens, they then come to refill the blood. He said the blood is in the pond up there, just like he described on the 8th year Ghana. He said like we have our lakes around. That is how the blood has been placed there. So when he said that your blood should be refilled, these Elijahs are distracted, and then they fetch this blood, they come to refill it in your system. So Koko Ninya Misumava said that is what happened. Then the host then asked him that as he is speaking, he mentioned that he is part of the Elijahs, and there are many. So with him, how many are they on earth here? Koko Ninya Misumava said they are uncountable. With the kind of Elijahs who have descended onto the earth now, they are uncountable. He can't mention the number to us. So he's explaining to us, he said that with the blood diseases and the blood sicknesses that trouble humanity, they are in 9 different kinds. The doctors are able to diagnose up to the 6th. The 7th, the 8th, and the 9th one, the doctors are not able to diagnose, and they are those that are killing humanity. And so when he meets with us, whatever problem that we are going through, he lay hand on us and we are healed. He said, it is the Elijahs who are part of the creation. Talk about our nails. He said these nails that we have on our fingers, they put it there. And when you keep cutting it on the surface or at the edge, it will keep growing. But the length of it goes up to the first mark in the finger when you are looking from the top. And so if you cut your finger from there, you realize that your nails will not grow again. And that is the power of the heavenly entity and what they have made on men. And so he said if you cut it from the surface or the edge, it will keep growing. But you cut the entire finger up to the first line in your finger, said your nail will not grow again. And that is about the hair. When they wipe it, your hair will not grow again. He said they are those who are with God when creation continued.
Yo. Enti esuma sem na de membre okonkon yamesuma fo ogudo na oze mahia ensema okonkon yamesuma fo lekan de bia mapada na mfi makade apadent na Ghana mpanyimfo wondwen yen ho kurai osa na ensema paperi kan se amina meye panyin wo man Ghana man ka okase awie na ma friend e jabraha wonsam na alekeka ye pede esa Ghana fo yareba anas de dem machine na aleka no ye pede ye kwan ban na ye bafado nemfi ye baye nemfi Ghana fo won ho atohon enti mesre Ghana mpanyimfo de won bomozia emfra okonkron ya mesumafo na ensema ozabai ontum nemfi onchechire minchiro nemfi enyipamba ye den ye bre papa na ensema wakan na no ebisi wotechiman enti mepede ye kọ nemfi ye kọhwe producer hwe nemfi bo video no kakra bi mam nemfi membisa okonkron ya mesumafo ewo ensamo
sanse rabi na asoma no rabi yakase erade hu ya wanwa wiase mu no manya wo na aboye epoda wo na aboye emunua wo na aboye yemedwu hu amenti ase sanse mi amigya ho oba grace ablabo mu nsama fam ache ni mani da so nyina asa binua ba na metumani anto obiala nim na bra me kwa me nkotodwanim na me sufre rabi no rabi tie me sufre o siesie me ene ma yo this year I want way to ma other friend I want way to ma minye na want way to ma no sma fu ye want way to ma no sma fu ye I want way to ma no sma fu ye I want way to ma no sma fu ye I want way to ma no sma fu ye I want juma no suma foye. 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 I want one sem. Okonkoni nyame suma foye. I want one sem. Una kasa mo bi na want one sem. Yo open na wo ye. Bibia no e de beto to homa ye de bia la na senka wa I want one sem na senka odo fwe na want one sem nyame soma fe yawo wo na wura bia fa so se bagie fi o haw mu I want we juma bagie fe nim guasie mu odo fwe na want we sa se wuni ma minwe ya de dia ka hu ya da wase ejapa obia no ono se da nyame enhira rasta oboa me abla rabi kana kuma roya me kese esan say so rabi amfa ne so a ka manyina pepe so ati sei rabi nyo kese rade hu ya wanwa
Okay, ain't it here? Papi. Oya sampa. In fact, me to studio amira ho papa. Me say, hey, na che de we ade ne munsam obonofo no oro tete yan la ho yan papa. Ogonkon ya me so afo. Papi abadintina ababadam. Do obonofo no.
Eh, sunsum yara ba de binin.
We sunsum yara.
We tumi baabiara. Baabia ye won kware. Nsase. Esma sema won sam you shema. Now the musa told her. Ya na asim so wutso owonhwe owonhino oyesunsum. Ndo tutu wapia. Ora sapo. Sati.
Nti mapape waye mbojo se otasa no hotan. We
Ora sapo. Some them satu ndo. One time when you don't want him obesi. I'm satu ndo.
Producer mpocho se okonkon ya mesuma first day one time when ye na ye pede ye hwe.
After.
Yeah.
Be am satu ndo mo si.
Mpocho producer hwe mamai.
No so de nsa aka no waka na nso wetie bi. Eja ye mo akwa ba ediba ajenkwa TV so.
Chief.
Na ye be bisa wodin di sen.
Me din de Peter Yao Nsoa.
Peter Yao Nsoa. Yo. Ne di kan be ka se nkrofo ho a mu ye dede ye kan ki omo freaking tampo abai. Adantina omu ye dede sa.
Me na we me kan ho asema ana mani ebe ye ba ka mu kura na me su. Wo mu na eso me na we. Enso ye metima sa awuri akọ. Enso ma aye wo mu nyina agwanwa no.
Wow. Yo, eja yare ni baye mfie be yan ni.
Oh. Me fan say 4 good years ni.
4 years.
Sika nkrofo aje afiri mi ho. Malanum wenum ko ye nyina so ankosifu.
Wow.
Say one be some ya de yantimi. Enso here me bai sebio wa mame APC wa mame enu anso de nsa ato material
Jordan nsa to ti so enu anu.
anu no ah de na aba no metimi adwane akolo ho abasisi ya.
Uka weni nso no na
muda train mi hu ade aki pa ye emayiwa mi san ya ke no mi hu wo nyina hu wo nyina we no mesi mani na mi hu ade so me ba e mani ehu ade ba bie ni wa mi
yo obi be bisa se umma haye no na unkwa asori.
Oh na me ko eziye
Na yare ni ba no obi be ka se sanka ye kwa asori dia se ufra onyame ana ka obejew enti na wa mompa
aye ni nyina bre me ko asori a me di we pumaye na me ko ba se me ko me fa puma bi
enti ye ka se tumi na waba wo nipeti biemu a okohia na ye frɛ no kronkron ni nyame sumafo ya no ye ka se nyame na asuma na den na wo ka fa
me ka se nyame na asuma no ampa kronkron ni nyame woni se me sukura me din di ya o anti nyankopon ayi ye din yawada enu kwa ni ye ade a why sate dinya wo he ofiri yawada kofi kwame kwasi kojo kwabna koku nso ye yawada fo nyankopɔ ahira ye so pa
yo opanyi obi tifie de ye no na chen wudie na so otia ne sese ne asofo ye bia na abai eden na wo ka kire no
meka se sa asofo he de mi hia bi da oya sononko oya nyame ni papa aka kire se oyare anase eyi a on try se ba bi o me ba ye se mahu binum firi se bi okuma se ni eyi abo ye ba me se su amisu mama akwa otimachi na o complex stela na me se o mama so ni mu kura nko enso me ba ye amafo na so mu enso se se a bibia ni ho a madawro oh aba meti mi ma jo
eja bra eni je no broso dodo eni je no broso wow sesi ano ya mawa akwenya ka kire wiase hwemfoni nim na ka kire wiase de wa behu yi ka kire wiase
mi pita ya nsoa a mi free kentampo
okay ente enyi je sampao enyi je sam de papa no agogo ya me so aso mpochi wo wonsa moyin na de tun wonsa moyin
na ayako
wonsa ya
eyo ni ya doko
ente wonsa bi ya na de san ya
mamma watin bi ba ya jima
ente papa na e ba de na education mu papa
ente ada odire mu mo ntum na mutu ifi no mu
nani
de mo za to ro adno tuko ra ho ato na yi
ente papa ze na sabi we wu kura o
enzo ibo de
oh no mabache waso forward the nebra because ensa no ami met otia ma hwe waso brebo hwe oh yes serious the memory ebia wodon pem western region ni mpotema arehwe him pomozia na fi waso papa ebia we bubu eguo umami we bubu eguo stroke na wa ye no ntum papa ni di moti pa waso ale de mpocho ende sarehwe yen jede waso umami de ne ba ensa na wode botono do anga ba mpocho okonkon ya mesmafo ninsa na wode to papa no do manu motania because papa we janu ma obofom ninsa yala
yes oreba no yare nkweti olusu kan olusu open olusu usu what's it Bema so but we the Bema iri kam olusu osu papa panti bo ha do de nsa akwa na no yinso na ayendam no
anti ninsa no yen olusu
osu nkweti yes wase me ho na wode no be me ye cancel nti osu kan nti no wase Bema so but we the Bema olusu
no you hwonye yi o no e cancel ni wie na de no kwada ho
we kwakra wode de no mu say hwe na wode no mu afa na afa
yeah
because yimpa kunu ntum so no mu am de no mu yeduro so nti yimpa kro sha na wode no kwa mazayo bra ofi obe na obetena ase me hu ya da eja
wasa
ye na yin waje
ma anga bas Messi mu hu de dompem obeye sonko kra mama medime hu ni ndeize kokko yam sa papa sa hu yen pa o but ma yeze oh you serious menyenyi mi de nko asofu wodi nduru bi na wodi mo wa yelengelengi bi na but wait no de
kokko yi na nko pone tumni
nyamini tu
antum wo ye chemu na ya nkontompo wo ye shoja ekuisap na hu won nti na hu de chi yin bibia yin wiase abotuma ye ya nko pone tum tumni
yo da mpachiwo abadinti na we pepe oba ya seconds no ho aten but obi so net no be 2 weeks ansa na wa abandon
obi o ha pepe adoko pe na wode no mo bi ho na enye mo wode no mo say ituna atwansa ida wode ko hospital
okay straight now
it's some nti mbebe gina chira ho wode we hwe keke Ebe sunsun odi ne mun. It is say that Bokora still don't go to hospital. Since our tabora yen kakra.
Tuning kakra.
Obi baba na anyanya, na da yimpana anyanya. Na anyanya no awon do so mo do woni bia. It is say wo wu. Na do so go to be no wu e hwa o bakade.
Oh, damn pucho.
I mean to me wu. Wo ya na bokwa na do ko.
Na anyanya ne yen dan.
Jira o tsira kwata wada ade snap ne chira ha. Jira me yare da.
Nti the one sat to know that anyanya no ntumi ntubi.
Aha. Se mo tunu bo wu. It know where it na so that be yin bi ho awada wo. Ana mo tripping no bo wu.
Oh, okay.
Nti se impa no tsira ma na so yere a. Only dey to be yin.
Hey. Kunkoyin.
That's it. It obo. Na o impa ba sa ya na che bo wu e na je twa wo yende.
Na anyanya oyare de nchenche ode mama okenen ma asembia. Nchen manyanyi mind anyanya de okenen ma sa wo anyanya bia nkenen ma asem.
I want to them no so obi ho abia adekotin no de no mu. The two na na no happen.
Okay.
Bi was that dem ba ya tan mpo na ode no mu a. Oh, one year aya ama meken wo meka obi ho ba na asun so de ba 10,000. Empako. No na when them lie pro do. We na botuma ko bam satum na ba 10 minutes. No we na we fi no mu. Sase. Nya wo do so aso o the branches now about my impan na do na mu. Nti na twena ba on na wora nya ho abatara.
Ente okoko yamesumafo olba oye dompem. Yame yadoma ochina ana akonko yamesumafo wo dompem. Nti bomosia na mfi waso wubusuan bi abrabo no nyama nkwaye. In fact, in the menya je papa. Enti waso menhuninde ehunde yin dadu wo hode onkechi onse. Enti bomosia na mfi fa oye wo papa na wo maame wo yer bomodia Phoenicia no ewo dompinyam ya adoma ochina na onye ne adechi yawoda na efida de ko no de ono owo takwa ya nti ochina ye brother ukuda no ne na ye dompim na efi bomozia na efifa wo de she ne Phoenicia konkon yamesumafo na bibia onye kama na efi onferman the maso na no normal no na oritwe gu ase no nti bohu na efi afanoma no na etuma afre na efi problem bia wo na me bia no mpocho bomozia na efi fro konkon yamesumafo na efi yeden wonto na emom takwa no mom no mo tinde ya me yaduma memendan yebekwa katenten yempom no konkon yamesumafo se oye yempom na yebetenten yekoye ba no waye hu adwuma nti obi a wabubu ego papa yobokwa bi na memenda no oye 7 na yetenten yempom nti papa yebohu no wom nti masaka mamenso na ya wontwa no na mfi wonfa no ne yeba na mfi asaso yeyi na mfi yase amamo mayenko oye chief na kakabo no chechema na ahwefo no.
Okay. As the host then said, he mentioned that with Okonkwo Ninyame Sumafoya, the messenger on earth in this end of days, his healing that he's administering to humanity is very amazing. And so at Techimai, he allowed one sick person who was brought being shown on the screen. And all that you have viewed on the screen are things that happen real. There is nothing that we say is fishy about it. Okonkwo Ninyame Sumafoya lay hand on him, and then later he himself got his healing, and he was the one testifying that yes, really he has been healed. So the host then said that he is so amazed, he did not even know what to say. He's filled with joy about what he has seen. And therefore he urged that all of us who are living around the western region, Takwa and Dompim and its surrounding, tomorrow Okonkwo Ninyame Sumafoya will be at Dompim. And so wherever you are, whosoever is sick and you are listening, if it is a life problem, the businesses are not growing, the things are not going well with you, you are sick, whatever it is, come and meet with him at Dompim. That will be tomorrow, and it next week is Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, thereabout, he will be at Takwa. So come and meet with him so that your problem will be solved. He urges that his contact are on the screen, we have to call, and then give our problems to him, of which he will be the solution to our problem. Okonkwo Ninyame Sumafoya, as he spoke from what the host have asked him, that what did he do to this young man. What at all did he place in this old man? He said what is troubling the man are evil spirits, and it is this evil spirit that are troubling his life. So as he lay hand on him, the evil spirit moves out, or they were cast out, and that is where he gained his healing. And that is what happened to some sick people that are brought to him. But sometimes some people also come as the host ask him, why is it that this man receive his healing instantly, but some people are brought to him, theirs takes time before they gain their healing. He said sometimes the thing that is happening, he said they are all hidden things, they are all secret issues that we have no knowledge about. And that's unveiled that there are some sick people that come to him, the evil powers that are troubling them, there are over thousands, 10,000s. And so if he casts all of them out, the person will be weak and they have to rush him to a hospital or the doctors to revive him. And therefore, that is the reason he has to take his time to cast them out bit by bit for him to be okay. And again, some also come who they themselves are witches and wizards. They themselves are causing the problem to themselves. And if the person is born with witchcraft and the person is sick and have come to him, he cannot cast the witchcraft at a go because the person is born with it. And so if he casts it, the person might have died. And for that reason, he has to take his time and then amputate that power that is in the person so that if he calm the power or render the power powerless, then the person gradually will gain the healing, and not to cast it out before. If you cast it out, the person will die. And that is the reason we see that some people come to him, it takes time before they gain their healing. Others who also come instantly receive their healing. He said if there are evil powers that are dwelling in you, are not so many, he just lay hand on you, and when they cast out, then you gain your healing. And that is what we have experienced from the video we have just watched. The host then urges that Okonkron Nyame's Mafia will be at Dumping tomorrow and tomorrow next. Then the following day, which is the Friday and Saturday, he will be at Takwa. So let us come with all our problems, and he is the solution.
And say, remember, yamber no, why yamber? Na yebe me yemodo ewe esumasem jumezia ya deblo dane dena. Nti yeboko konko yamesumafo na bibi kakra owo ozema Takwa no yin dompemfo no yem papa damen ansana ya me yemodo.
Yo, that's it. That American. Yimpa de umu bi pere ketemusum. De yimpa. Bibia kusel wa umu biara. Oketemusum. Sase, ende yana musmasa o yara. Anya azaka sigara. Na ma ho ni se ihuma na musmo hu. Ejem ze mi yankopon oso ma. Na musmasa ma yo ho afiwodo. Anya ne da wo ha na bada wodo.
Honestly, no, or your problem, no.
And yeah, did the young people also, ma'am. Oh, how about the order? So I brought my some so I put about the order.
I didn't know.
The me, I could also move the most move.
The Uncle Miss Waffle, a walker cranny problem there. Engines in your bedja there, I will Yamina was small need a 1 way zeno. I will hear Elijah about the no cause them problem.
That in Yimpana, when you do that. Oh, how do you actually? I am someone you're gonna have. I won't be that once it be done. And so you boy, I'm more mobile.